going on, everybody? We're going live here. We didn't go live yesterday, but today we're going live. It takes a lot of time out of my day to go live, so I apologize for not going live yesterday, but things are starting to open up a little more, and I apologize if I don't go live every day, but it does take a lot of time out of my day when I can be being productive in other ways. But I do know this helps you guys a lot. What's going on, everybody? Good to be back. Today's day 137, I believe. Let's double check. Let's see, yesterday, what do we got here? Come on. Where are we at? I know it's in here. Day 135. I know I did the recap yesterday. Where are you? There it is, day 136. Yeah, day 137 is today. What's going on, everybody? So today's day 137. Date is 6/23. Green day. S Dine M Cot. What's going on, everybody? Give me a second to set everything up. Okay, UONEK. Let's get rid of all that. Today was, what was some big runners today? We had Serious Profit. What's up, man? GNUS. We had KIRK yesterday. Let's do one or two more. Cormier, what's going on? What else did we have that ran today? No, CBL was too light. TBIO, XRF, let's do that. Alright, save that. And then Josh, thank you, Trevon. M. Ben. Let's save this quick. Documents 40. Put that there. Now we're gonna spread tell everyone we're live. Hopefully you guys had a great trading day. I hope that, lately, over the past couple of days, definitely the market has slowed down a little bit. And, honestly, that's to be expected. I am live going over. That's to be expected, guys. The market has been red hot, and there has to be a point where, there's always a ceiling, there's always a cooling off, if anything. And, that's just the name of the game. So, hopefully, that is what it is. And then we might ramp back up again. Who knows? Even if we don't, though, this market has been super giving. And it's one of those things that, you have to be aware of, to say the least. And you can't take it for granted, because these markets are truly, truly incredible. Alright, GNUS. Let's see, TBIO. What else was today? MVIS. Grind, Wheezy, I appreciate that, man. Let's see here, small caps. XRF. Alright, so I posted that. We're going to go there. Posted on social media. Man, it is getting hot this time of year, guys. I do have AC, but I'm working on getting my other AC unit. You guys can see it on Instagram's right here on Instagram Live, but the plug-in is for whatever reason not working, so I had to get an extension cord because I have two air conditioners. I'm all air conditioned out. I don't like being warm in a place, but that's why I got two air conditioners, and um, I ended up feeling like I needed two air conditioners because last year was a little warm. This year, though, not so much. As long as we can get this other one running, we'll be good to go. I've put both of them in, and for whatever reason, the plugs they blow each other. Basically, it goes like this, and then they both don't work, so I have to reset the box. And it's the beauty of living in an apartment. It's the plugins are pretty touchy. But in the end, I'm fine with. I have no problem living in an apartment. When the time is right to buy a house, I will. But at the end of the day, I love it. So, what's going on? M. Brandino, Johnny, Ben Farinas, Diego the Bull. What's going on, guys? All right, guys. So let's kind of get started today. We kind of got a lot. We're live on Instagram. I want to kind of make it a pretty quick day. Yesterday we did, as you guys can see, yesterday we did about just over 16,000 in profits. Yesterday we did a recap on that. So you can see right there is my recap. 16,886.16 on Friday. So pretty much made back for all the losses on Friday when I lost 17,000. And then today we are up over 87,000 in gains, unrealized, between my inherited IRA and then in my E-Trade Pro challenge account. And I believe we're up another couple $100 in the 1K to 25K challenge. I've been updating this every day so far. I know that I don't spend a lot of time on it, but I should. Oh, what's up, the real Dr. Miami? Good to have you, man. Always on. I love it. Always on. Always grinding. Doesn't stop. You are dedicated, and I love that. That's what's gotten you where you're at so far, and just it keeps going in the trading world. So keep it up, man. Joe STX, what's going on? And then, so I mean, I've been doing this 1K to 25K account challenge, and really haven't traded out of it for the past 3 or 4 days. It's been the same thing. Finally, I took a trade today in there, and we're up like $300 on it. So that's good to see. But I haven't put enough focus in this 1K to 25K account. And in the end, my full focus is my inherited IRA in this account. 1K to 25K does not have my full focus at all. Honestly, sometimes I forget I'm even doing the challenge. But I want to show you guys that you can turn 1,000 into 25,000. So I'm doing it kind of like low-key in the Webull account. If you guys don't have Webull, I 100% recommend it. What's going on, Justin Cryptic? What's up, man? Good to have you in. Good to have you on. But at the end of the day, I have different account challenges for different reasons. When I started my 1K account challenge, going to 1 million, in that I definitely, basically follow you on Stock Twits. Congrats on flipping 1 million. I appreciate that, Justin Cryptic. That means a lot, man. Yeah, I mean it. Now, and I did again. Going back to that point where we're talking about where I flipped 1,000 into 1 million. Yeah, now we're over 2 million in profits, and we hit 2 million in 133 business days. So obviously, when I get a lot of capital that I can work with, I can turn it into another million really quick. But I wanted to go back to the basics, turn 1,000 into 25,000, because I know a lot of you guys have problems with PDT, and PDT is something that is hard to get through. Somebody asked me, can Webull, you can trade? Yes, you can trade at 4 a.m. But at the end of the day, this is something where it's hard to, turn 1,000 into 25,000. And I will honestly say the hardest part about the challenge is getting through the PDT part. I will truthfully say that, because I got a 2,500% my money, right? When I get to 25,000 and I 2,500% my money, I'm well over a million. So the hardest part is the 1K to 25K. And I know a lot of you guys realize that. I know a lot of you guys are seeing that. And I know a lot of you guys who will have problems. Instead of the 1K to 25K, it'll flip on you. It'll be hard to turn 25K into a million. But either or, it's one of those things where you have to be aware. You have to be, certain about things. You have to be, looking at things and being like, okay, this is something where, I can do this or I can do that, and constantly grinding to figure it out. But again, that's why I started the 1K, 25K for you guys. So far, I've literally taken like 2 or 3 trades in the account. It's been XSPA. There was the other one was the big sympathy play, NTN. Believe it or not, I had this account over $5,000 at one point, unrealized. But again, I forgot about the account, because in the other account I was up over $300,000, $400,000 in one position on that same day. So it's like, how the hell would I remember this account when I'm seeing my P&L swing $5,000-$10,000? So, and I also, and more importantly, and most importantly, do these challenges 100% for you guys and you guys only. If I was smart, I would honestly just trade with a big account all the time and not do these 1,000 to a million, or 1,000 to 2 million, or 1,000 to 5 million, or whatever. I would just trade with a bigger account, because I'm losing out on profits in the end. I'm losing out on business. I'm losing out in what I'm doing. But in the end, I'm willing, because I always will never forget the moment I had in college when I was sitting at my desk and being behind the screens and trying to figure out what the hell I was going to do with my life. And I kind of just sat there and I'm like, trading is great, but I've already blown 3 accounts up. I kind of hit a wall, and I gave it my last shot with blowing up my account in MGTI. And I told everybody basically that I quit, and I kept trading on basically no one even knew. And that's when I knew that if you're not telling anybody what you're doing, then I felt like, honestly, I was getting to the point where I was gambling, and I had a gambling problem. But I promised myself that I would never, have that problem. I came from a family who's, my mom has her doctorate. My dad's an engineer for Boeing. He worked on the F-22 program. My brother works for the FAA. Very well educated, smart people who definitely drove me my whole life, and it's definitely not my route. But that mindset is what got me to the point where I was like, I cannot fail. They have done great. Why can't I? And I got to the point where I hadn't told anybody I was trading, blew up all my accounts, and basically lost about half my net worth at a young age, and started to rethink college and started to rethink my living situation, because I didn't know if I was going to be able to afford it. And in the end, I didn't give myself a choice. I didn't give myself a plan B, basically. I told myself, this is it. This is what I'm going to do. Yeah, I know my face cam's frozen. Sometimes it does. Just appreciate that, Cryptic. But I know, that this is a thing, and I know that I've seen people succeed in this, and I can do it too. If they can do it, I can do it too, right? So I gave it one last shot. No one knew I was trading. And then on top of that, I started my 1,000 to 1 million account challenge August 31st of 2017 or 2018? Has to be 2017, I think. August 31st, 2017. And that one day right there is when I literally changed my life around. I'll never forget. August 31st, 2017, one of my first YouTube videos on here. You guys can scroll back and look. I was in my dorm in Ellensburg in college, literally trading off of a laptop, and I shit you not. I mean, it was a terrible setup. I had 2 monitors that were just clunky as all hell. I was trading off of UStockTrade, which was, basically an app where it was I could actually have more than 3 day trades a week, but getting filled was the problem. Limited liquidity was the problem. And so that one day is what turned my life around, and I'll never forget that day, because I then turned that into $1 million in 10 months in 1 week. And really before that, I hadn't seen a whole lot of success in my trading. But doing that $1,000 challenge, coming on YouTube every day, holding myself accountable every day, it changed my life forever. And I did a challenge after that. I did 1,000 into roughly, what was it? I did 1,000 into $1 million. but I only got to about 600,000 or 700,000 using Robinhood, because I went on a 35-day trip to Europe and a 10-day trip to Hawaii. It kind of derailed my trading year, took my focuses away, and and then now this year we've turned 1,000 to over $2 million. In my inherited IRA, we're up a big chunk as well. And my Vanguard account, my longer term, has been doing great as well. So, I've really taken it to the next level. What's going on, Serverless Notes? Good to have you on. Good to have you in. Glad to see your work is finally up and running a little bit. That's awesome to see. But, at the end of the day, I do these challenges now to motivate you guys. I do it, and I do it for free. My chat room is free. Click the link in the description below. If you guys could share me on your social media, I would 100% appreciate that, because then I can help more and more people. I can mentor more and more people. I can get them in a community where we have like-minded people. Now we have a huge community full of people who have taken my course and now hopefully learning to be a better, more disciplined trader. And when you get better and better traders together, I think nothing but positivity can happen. At the end of the day, I was reading something the other day, or looking at something where I actually screenshotted it, and it was like, whoever you surround yourself with. Let's see. So I'm 25 years old, and it says, if you're 20 or 30 and your main circle isn't discussing opening businesses, investing, escaping the 9 to 5, fitness, and self-development, then it's time to find a new circle. Okay? So that kind of mindset of surrounding yourself with people who are like-minded is a very, very important thing in life. Yes, I'm working on creating a student room. I have not forgotten about that. I definitely think it's very important. But what I will say is that surrounding yourself, I think that with about 5 people that are the closest to you, is basically what you're going to somewhat surround yourself and appreciate and kind of, I guess, learn to be like in some way, shape, or form. So surrounding myself with Bill Gates, Jeff Bezos, Mark Cuban, Elon Musk, if I was surrounded by them, I'd probably be well ahead of where I'm at. Because they just live different realities. They're very, 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 very smart people. They're on a whole nother level. Now, I've already decided in my life that I don't want to do something like that. I don't want to push towards an Amazon, or like something where I feel like I can have all the money in the world but not be able to really enjoy it. And truthfully, I don't think those guys can truthfully enjoy what they're doing when they're getting phone calls at 3 a.m. in the morning, meetings at random times, flights whenever they want. They're not living life on their own terms, basically. There's things that have to be done and things that have to be called for, and they're the top, so they have to answer, right? I want to be a very driven trader and create my life where I'm driven, I can help you guys and be a great mentor and maybe create other businesses along the way throughout my life. But I want to always, for at least in my mindset right now, have freedom to do whatever I want, whenever I want, because I think that's what makes me so disciplined, is not being so forced to do something all the time, constantly, right? Where even if you are a billionaire, a millionaire, I think some billionaires don't like their life as much as I do right now. I'll truthfully say that, because they gotten themselves to a point where they honestly can't escape. I feel like they can't escape phone calls, meetings, people contacting them for problems. It's always just crunch, 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 right? And never really enjoying what you've done for yourself, right? You have money to be able to enjoy it, to be able to hopefully, give, and also give back to the community, give back to just any kind of foundation that you believe in, but on top of that, just enjoy life, enjoy what you have while you have it, because every day is a new day. Every day can change in a flash, and so you have to be able to appreciate every single day. Even if it's not a great day, appreciate it for not being a great day. When I have red days, I appreciate them more, and it pushes you more. As a person, it pushes you more when you have red days. It pushes you more when you're down. You find out who you are not when you're up, but when you're down. Truthfully, I will say that when you're down, you find out who you really are. During these times right now has been the times that I've been working the hardest. I have been grinding on all platforms of my businesses, of my trading, of my life, of sleep, of my diet, of working out. During the hardest times, you figure out who you really are. And so, I can go back to '08 and tell you that Venmo was created back then, and other things like that. But, I can go on and on about what was created in '08, but those people are the ones that came up on top. Those people are the ones, when times are tough, so what? Get through it. Find a way. Figure out who you really are. When times are good, everybody can fit in. Everybody can say I'm this, I'm that, I'm doing great, and everything's flowing. But when everybody's panicking, when everybody's freaking out, when times are rough, when the economy's going down, when you're going through a pandemic, when there's all these different political views, when things are tough, that's when you find out. You start peeling back the onion, as I say, one layer at a time. And Hertz figured out who they really are. Luck and Coffee figured out who they really are. What's the other one? There's one other one that I'm forgetting. But you figure out who you really are when times are tough. And if you can come out on top when times are tough, then you put yourself ahead of the pack for sure. So, and honestly, I have had my biggest month of my career. I mean, we're up over $1.2, $1.3 million in profits on the month, and we still have another month or week and a couple of days. And actually, my birthday's on the 29th. So, anybody who wants to send me gifts, I'm looking forward to it. No, there's a P.O. box on my website, but at the end of the day, I don't need it. At the end of the day, my satisfaction is hopefully creating a group full of like-minded people who are successful, who have the right mindset in every piece of their life. And even if it's just one piece, it's better than no pieces. And, you have to start somewhere. So, I just felt like I gave a 10-minute motivational speech. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that. But going back to my 1,025K account, at the end of the day, I do that for you guys. I do these challenges to hopefully motivate you guys. That's the most important reason why I do these challenges. I sometimes debate whether to flash around in Rolexes and flash around in Lambos and buy a mansion and all this crazy stuff. And, at the end of the day, I could do that. And I thought about it, only for the reason of I know that would motivate more of my students. I know it would. I know that if you guys saw the reality of what it can do, that it would change your mindset on what I'm doing, on what actually I'm creating, or how the markets and how the economy can actually truly change your life. Don't ever send me Patriots fan gear. No, I'll cry. Sorry, just cryptic. If your OBS, go to webcam settings, double click on it, and set it to disable. Let's see if that works. If your OBS, go to webcam settings, double click on it. Webcam, where's that? Settings. Sorry, I want to see. Oh, well, what I figured out works before is stopping and starting my stream. Set it to disable when not showing, then disable and re-enable to make your. Man, that's okay. Go if you're okay. OBS, go to webcam settings. Where the hell is webcam settings? Wish that I was. Oh, let's go to settings maybe. Okay. Oh, webcam. Here. No. Video. I'm gonna stop my stream and start it back up. Okay. So I'm gonna stop my stream for like 2 seconds. Start it back up. Ready? And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stopping now. I'll be right back. All right, you guys still there? You guys still there on YouTube? Okay. Let me try and plugging it and replugging it back in. Okay. See if that works. I'm going to stop stream again and I'll be right back. Sorry, guys. Man, I don't know. I don't know. Sorry, guys. I don't know why I can't get the webcam to work. I'm sorry. Double click on the source that you have set for your webcam. Yeah, easy fix for you maybe, but man, I tell you, I do a couple of things and that's about it. I'm pretty technologically capable. I just don't see the webcam that you're talking about. File, settings. It says video, but the video output is currently active. Please turn off any outputs showing video settings. Anyways, I'm sorry. I'll figure it out. One of these days, I will freaking figure this out. No, it's not in the file. Bottom left of OBS says sources. Sources, bottom left. Oh, there we go. Okay. And then you said to do. I apologize, guys. Settings. Settings. Anyways, I don't want to waste too much time, but I'll figure that out. I appreciate the help, Cryptic. But I fixed it. Gosh dang it. Double click when disable. Re-enable. Okay, I'll figure that out after. But I appreciate the help. So yeah, trust me, my webcam is like it's like a 4K Logitech. So I'm still froze. Hit cam. TD13H didn't file 13H, and I believe they booted me. I filed 13H with E-Trade though. How much do I charge for the course? $1949.99. Steeper than student loans, cheaper than student debt. My neighbor asked me to follow Cam the Man because I would understand your logic about an hour ago so far. Awesome. That's awesome, man. Okay, guys. So let's go ahead and go over to today's trading day. Hopefully I'm motivating you guys in the end. I have a free chat room in the link description below. Cryptic, if you could like reach out to me on Discord, my username's Cam the Man. Username's Cam the Man. I'll put it right here. You're gonna click the free link in the description below. Click this and go message, and you'll see that. If I want to message Putnik, it says message right there. I'd really appreciate that. I feel like it seems like you kind of know OBS a little bit, but today, guys, not that many trades. Yeah, it says today's realized gains not down 9,000, but overall between inherited IRA and this account, we're up. But actually, I think it's now that I realize that it's 77 or 78 because I didn't realize that we closed down 9,300 in losses before my unrealized gains. Basically, today you can see all my trades here, all the fills, stats, all the fills that I got, the times, things like that. Kind of took a loss. GNUS, you can see me starting to take positions there. 5,000 shares at 253, 254, 255. You can see me continuing to add to that. INPX, I really thought was going to run today. You know, at the end of the day, oh, you already messaged me? Okay, cool. Sent. I didn't get your message yet on Discord. It should be Cam the Man, but I think you sent it to the wrong Cam the Man. But yeah, so LPCN I actually held overnight and kind of, you know, unfortunately sold out. Ran to 130 and I didn't take off. You know, I took off a lot, too much. ABIO didn't pan out. INPX, I'd still like going into tomorrow with that Lenovo partnership that they haven't talked about for COVID-19. BRN, I nailed this trade in 9,033 shares at 167,897,800. Out on BRN 185,39476. GNUS, you can see me adding more on it. INPX, I added more and then ended up taking a loss on it. But I'm still watching it tomorrow. GNUS, basically. NBY, so basically what I'm looking at going into tomorrow, okay, is GNUS as a swing trade, okay? GNUS has a swing trade, And then after GNUS as a swing trade, I'm looking at NBY, APT. I'm basically looking at a lot of the coronavirus stocks. Um, oh, you sent me a friend request? Okay. If you want to get in my server, just click the link in the description below. Okay, there's that. But, at the end of the day, I'm watching a lot of the coronavirus stocks like CODX, APT, HPI, APRN, anything that involves with the coronavirus because, at the end of the day, you know, we're starting to see this virus still take off, and people are starting to realize that this could easily have a second wave, no problem. And it pretty much already is, in my opinion. So we have to be careful out there, and honestly, more and more states are requiring you to wear masks. Here in Washington State, they just required us to wear masks yesterday. California was like 4 or 5 days ago. If I can see pretty much all of the U.S. being required to wear masks here shortly, and APT and NBY are going to be the ones that take the most. I think in terms of people who are looking for mask stocks, APT and NBY are my two favorites. APT I was a little late on, so then I ended up taking NBY. So I'm watching NBY, and then all the coronavirus stocks the rest of the week. Could be a hot week again for the coronavirus stocks, as well as I'm watching GNUS first green day after like 9. So this was a former supernova. We went literally from like 20 cents, 30 cents to 11.73 on huge volume. We've had one, two, let's see. I guess we had one green day in there, it looks like. Hold on, 1 year. So we had one green day in there. So basically 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Is that one right there? 12. So out of the past 14, or let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So out of the past 13 days, we've seen 12 red candles on GNUS. Last time we saw this happen, it bounced from 3 all the way up to 5. I've seen these type of plays where they can rerun, and so we had all these red candlesticks. We finally saw a good amount of volume today. How much volume on the day? Let's see. Was it really that much? Is that right? Like 105 million shares. A lot of shorts are in there, as well as, but first green day nonetheless. I've seen this pan out multiple times. So I'm looking. This could be a multi-day, multi-week swing trade. Still, the concept here is still there. There's a reason why it ran that much that quick. Now, what's going on is shorts are trapped in this, as well as the stock could regain, its move and continue to grind back up. I don't know, but generally, what I will say is what happens with my potential or my experience is, we either gap and run tomorrow and then fade, or we gap, kind of consolidate, maybe retest the middle of this candle, and then next day break out, or the next couple days break out. So at the end of the day, that's kind of what I'm watching, and it's tomorrow. NBY, APT, CODX, GNUS, anything, APRN, anything to do with oh, sorry about that. Right, here's the chart though. Anything to do with the coronavirus. So if you guys are interested in taking my course, teaches you guys my strategies, that has helped me turn 1,000 into over 2 million in 133 business days. Right now, after today, we're up to almost 2.1 million, I think, in 137 days. Check this out. It's cheaper than student loans, cheaper than student debt. I realize that it's expensive, but at the end of the day, it's no different than school paying for tuition or something like that. I put in over a year and a half of my life. I haven't worked any harder than on this one guide, basically going over every single piece of my strategies, my overnight strategies that I use every day, my swing trading strategies, momentum strategies. It goes over 3 or 4 hours of live trading that you guys have been asking for, with full-on commentary, so you get the full insides and outs of what I'm thinking throughout the trades. Has question section that you guys ask questions over the years, and I answered almost every single one of those questions, and they've been asked by you guys, so they all make sense. Ray Webb, awesome to see you bought that. So everything else, guys, check out the scanners. If you're interested in a Webull, check out the brokerage in the link in the description below. It says brokerage, 2 free stocks, valued up to $1,900. And I have to head out, guys. I didn't realize how long I was on here. Please like and subscribe to the channel. Click the icon to if I make any videos. Cheers, team.